So to do this, let's go back and let's go to nature. I already selected some that I like, so I'll use this one and this one as well. So let's start. Actually, I will use mostly this one. So I'll put here this tree. One important thing is trying to match the sun position to the same that you have in the render, so you know exactly where you're gonna have your shadows. You can always do this with effects like this. Just go here and with the effects you will see. But since it's a little bit slower and since we are using the sun anyway, I think we can try to match more or less the same like this. Okay, I think it's more or less like this that we have. And here it will be much faster to work with. So usually what I do is I just put like this a little bit warmer and I scale a lot the tree like this. I move it way back. It can be without being attached to the floor. Just move it up like this, scale it a little bit more. And let's see, I'm gonna try the position now. Something like maybe like this. Let's try to render and see the difference. Okay. Alright, now we have this area. It's much more interesting. The trees give a much more realism, all of these shadows. Let me try another instance of these effects and copy and paste. I want my camera to be just a little bit more close, like this. Okay, just take another render. Okay, it's quite nice, but now we don't have any more reflections, see? We just have some reflections here. I will even start adding my reflections, so we can go here and with this normal, we can go here and increase this threshold so we catch more planes, like for example, let's see, here. If I didn't add that threshold, I will put here the reflection plane and it will just catch the glass. But I want to have the glass and all of this in one reflection plane. So if I increase the threshold, it will catch all of this in one plane. This, and this area here as well. So let's do this. Okay. Okay, one. Let me just see. Okay. Well, actually, see, it got the glass and the frames. I still need to put this part here. Okay. What else can we add? This glass cut. Okay, this glass here we still need. Okay, and here as well on the top. We can add this here and this in front and this on the back. Okay, let's try to see with this. Actually, there's one missing here. And one more. Okay, now let's render again. Let's see how it looks. Okay, here we have much better reflections already, as you can see. I'm just going to decrease a little bit the reflections on this one, on the balconies. I think it's too much. I'm gonna put it like 0.7. And also I'm going to add some other elements that we can have for reflection. So I'm going to duplicate this tree and gonna add it here. I want some reflection on this floor here, just a little bit. So let's see, if I went back here and I push this up. More like this. Okay, let's see how it looks. Not much yet. I want a little bit more. All right, much better. Let's see the difference. Because I'll get some reflections in the windows from that tree as well. Oh, you see here how we are getting these reflections? Okay, so I'm getting this here that I don't like. So I'm going to remove this. I have to maybe move it a little bit up. Still get all of those reflections here. Let's see now. Yeah, now I don't have, and I still have a lot of these reflections. But I don't have any reflections here. So what I'm going to do, instead of adding a lot of trees here, I am going to select one of these clusters. It's called tree cluster from pine trees. And I'm going way back here and gonna add one here. And I'll just move them up as well. Maybe like so. And let me just see how this is looking. It's too close. Let's move it a little bit to the back. Maybe like this. And I can increase even the size a little bit and just move it back again. Let's see it again. Okay. I think you'll see that now we have some other trees here making the reflection. Okay, there's just one thing I wanted to do as well, just to decrease a little bit the exposure. It's too much, maybe like this, and the sky brightness. So let's make it more like this. And I want also to make this here a little bit lower. So let me go here so we can see our pivot point. I was duplicating it. Just a second. Okay, so just push it lower. Now let me see the render. Okay, I think it's better. And I'm going to also remove a little bit of this emissive properties. Like so. I think it was too much. Now let's see the difference. Okay, now I think we are seeing here some line from that background. What we can do to hide it. Let's see. Here, right, so we can move it a little bit up. This is okay. I think we can scale it a little bit. Yeah. So it will disappear, that line. Okay, now I just want to check again this glass here. And this glass should have a little bit more reflection, like this. Okay. And I think we are all set. Let's just do one more render. Okay, let's say here exposure is fine. This as well is okay. I'm going to reduce just a little bit here, and on my shadow as well, I think I will decrease a little bit. Increase this coloring a little bit. This like this, and I think it's okay. Now I want to go to hyperlight, and no, not hyperlight, to skylight, and activate the ultra. And let's go to reflection. Reflection is here. So this one I'll put it in high. Okay. And I will do another render. So we see that this line was removed. What else do we need to add to this scene? We need to still make it a little bit warmer. So let's just go here to the color correction, and here the temperature just a little bit. Just see this part to have a little bit more. And I also want to add some elements to make it more, like you can even go to Lumion assets and outdoor. Let's see, furniture, if they have any nice chairs. Could even be this one here. Let's just rotate a little bit. Like this. Okay, and I want to have some plant here as well, so I'm gonna start with some vase. I think we have something here. Okay, this one is fine. Just put it here. I'm gonna change this color to almost all black. Oops. And let's now select some plant. Some nice plant we can add here. Let's see. It's okay, this one. Yep. So now let's go here. And actually one thing that I forgot to add, it's the reflection. So let's go to light. And here we have this reflection control. This one. Let's add it more or less here to this area. Okay, so it correctly renders the reflections. And let's go back. And let's make another render. But I still think that we just have some trees here, and we have nothing on this side. And I think we could use something here. So, and also these curtains, I think they need a little bit more brightness. So I'm just quickly make it less transparent. This material. Now I'm going to speed up the video because I'm just now arranging a little bit the trees to get the best reflections on the windows. I'll now make my final render as 8K resolution, and I'll get the specular, the lighting map, and the material ID. And I'll render here, and I'll put this final render. Okay, save. Alright, it took about 19 minutes to render all of our maps. In the next lesson, we will learn how to make the post-production in Photoshop. See you there!